Good morning, lovely people. Welcome back, welcome to Notch to 11, and welcome back to the permission. It is a beautiful, as I hope you've just seen, a beautiful, crisp, late November morning. The sun is out, it's blue sky, bit of mist. Oh, it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and still as you like. Lots of bird song, and we're back on the permission. We've got a good few hours today. It's the weekend, probably 5 or 6 hours I've got to have a go. We're going to try some kind of grassy pasture. We've got the field that's directly in front of you that you can't see, which is full of grass. And then the field directly behind you, through the trees there, is what I call the ladybird field, which has got a very strange crop on it. It's very hard to dig because it's a real strange root system, but it's quite short, it's been cut. So yeah, we're going to spend our time here for a change. I have found some good stuff on here, so who knows? So without further ado, stick with me, let's get cracking. There we are then, first target of the day was a 79, and yeah, that's a good thing about this field, or these fields. We always get plenty of targets. And talking of targets, I think this hit its. I think that's a 3-ring bullet with a very flat end. So whatever it hit it hard. So yeah, we're off and running with a bullet. Awesome. We'll see you in a bit. Right, straight into a live dig. Only our third hole. Second hole was a tiny bit of lead. This is another 79. There's a boot there. Right. Stony permission this one, as you'll know. But it's a little bit easier to dig because we've had a lot of rain over recent weeks. So, oh yeah, much easier to dig. Still falling apart actually. Still quite dry in places under the surface. 77 now and it's out. Shallow finds here doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be rubbish because, as I say, it's stony, so stuff does get stuck. Right, what we got here? Right. Although that is pretty shallow. Aluminium cow tag. Great. Right, next one is a bit deeper, so I thought we'd reveal it together. It's another 7980, and it's a good, I'd say 5 or 6 inches down, so thought we'd have a look, see if we can find it together. As you can see, still very stony. It's in there somewhere. Is that it? Yep, that's it. Right, what do we got? That cack? Oh no, is that, what's that? Oh, that might be something. That might be something quite interesting actually. Look at that. I think that's some sort of badge. I think that says Jalalabad, which presumably is somewhere in the east. Looks like a little castle below it with the ramparts. And there's some thistles or something hanging down. Very interesting. Obviously some sort of military badge, I presume. Oh, that's well cool. What a start. Brilliant. Well, we'll clean that up when we get back at the ranch. But yeah, that's a cracking start. Right. We'll see you in a bit. Right, next one is a very steady 65. Don't think it's that deep, so I thought we'd have a look together. Absolutely stunning morning. Like gorillas in the mist, quite literally. Right. Nothing immediately visible. In the clod, still 65. Let's have a look. God. Oh, that's not very deep, whatever it is. Ah, our old friend, the 4-holer. Righto, let's move on. Well, I made a real mess of this one. That's an 81. It was really stable 81, but it was faint. So I was digging down and I come across a little lead lid. So I presume that was it, although the numbers didn't really tally up. Check your holes, still an 81. And I've just spent minutes just trying to find the thing. Anyway, I've just got it out the sidewall eventually. And it looks like we might have got our first little coin. Yeah. Farthing size, give it a wipe on the towel. It's a little wren farthing. Yeah, that's lovely. Just about see the bird on it. 1939. Outbreak of the Second World War. That's lovely. So that'll be George VI. Wherever he is on there somewhere. Can't see, but there it is. Just about coming through. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, first coin of the day. Excellent. What a mess. Well, we'll put it back as we found it. See you in a bit. There we are. Second coin of the day, I think. It was a 62. And I turned the clod over. Not deep at all. That's fallen out. So, fingers crossed. In fact, I think you can just see the little bit of imprint there as well. Look. Yeah, it's thin. Not sure. Let's give it a squirt. Back in a sec. Just about see George V on there, I think. That's definitely farthing size again, so that's 2 farthings. Oh yeah, just about see. Just about see Britannia there, look. Very muddy. So yeah, we'll get a date off that later, but that'll be obviously the early 1900s-ish. Yeah, something on there. Should be able to get the date off it. Excellent. Cool. 2 coins on the bash. See you in a bit. Right. No doubt tempting fate. So the farthing, George V farthing is just there. So walk in a straight line. And we've got a 92. With a bit of 93. Round about there. Bit faint, a little bit faint. So we'll do a nice decent sized plug. Right. Right, here we go. Bit better, just turn it up a bit. Hopefully something will be there. Right, let's give it a whirl. Oop. Brilliant. Comedy gold. Right. Wet knee. And there. Right, let's get the digger out. What are you? You're a button, but you're a lovely button. Yeah, that is a lovely button. I can see some gold gilding on that. Let's just get a clean bit of towel. Oh, that's a beauty. Oh, that is a beauty. Wow. It's one of my naval buttons. Let me just come and show you. Back in a sec. Look at that. Hopefully you can appreciate the goldness of that. So there was a little bit of a heart stopper for a second. But yeah, that's beautiful. That's probably the best one I've ever had up. Of these little ones with the anchor and the rope, which is as I say, a naval button. Yeah.
Still got the shank on it. I mean, you can hang that on your coat today, couldn't you? That is lovely. Awesome. Let's crack on. Right, next one's a 65. In the sidewall there, so I thought we'd reveal it together. That it? Ledicus. Poopicus.
Being gentle with how we feel. There's a charge in the room. I can feel all the fire rising. I'll handle with care.
Well, next one doesn't happen very often. Not this deep into the field anyway. We had one in the 90s. And it's Queen Elizabeth II. It's quite a new pound coin. That's all right. Don't mind a quid. Yeah, as I say, it's quite deep into the field, so there's no footpaths anywhere nearby, so I suspect this has probably fallen out the farmer's pocket as he's been bimbling along on his tractor, I suspect. Cool. He's not having it back, though. Pound in your pocket. See you in a bit. Another 65. See what we got. Getting a lot of buttons on 65 today. Dropped to 62 now and a bit sketchy. Have I missed it? Yeah. Yours, I thought I had. About there, I think. Just missed it on the side, I think. Pinpointer. Oh, I hadn't missed it. It was just in the far corner. Just saw green, what did I say? Ooh, that's interesting. Oh wow, that could be amazing. That could be amazing. Right, okay. Hopefully this is coming through. Right, let's move you around. Oh. Look at that. Right, let's give it a wipe in the wet. Oh my gosh. Could that be a little pendanty seal type thing? Don't know. Wow, that's very exciting. Right, let's give it a good squirt and I'll come back to you in a second. Oh wow. It's a real shame the sun's gone away. But hopefully that's coming through well enough. That is a stunner. Wow. I've always wanted, I think it's what it is anyway. I think this is some sort of seal matrix that you kind of press into the wax. And it will come up with some writing and a shape, some writing around the outside of the kind of tear-shaped. And then I think that's some sort of, I think it looks like two people from my amateur eyes. And then you've got the little loop on the back. Look. Oh, that is an absolute thing of beauty. Wow. I've always wanted, this is a bucket lister for me. If that is an actual seal, that is a bucket lister for me, for sure. Wow, right, let's put that somewhere safe and we'll have a look at that back at the ranch. What a day. See you in a bit. That's it. Oh, it's a different day now. Very cold, very wet, but great fun. And I've had an amazing few hours.
We had a couple of coins. We've had that wonderful military badge or whatever it is, a few other bits and bobs, and not to forget that incredible matrix seal or whatever it is, fob seal or whatever. Wow, cannot wait to get that home and clean it and see what's revealed from the seal. So yeah, that's it for now. I'm heading over my shoulder there onto what I call the Ladybird field, which is pretty hard digging, and that's on the way back to the car. So I've got about half an hour left before I need to get off the field. So there may be one or two more. If not, as always, thank you so much for watching. Again, getting near to Christmas, don't forget the LP code. Thanks to everybody that's got involved with that already. Massively appreciated. And I'll see you soon.
Right, a two-part roundup. One very quickly, and then the other one just to show you a bit more about that beautiful thing we found on the top left-hand corner. Yeah, usual smattering of CAC, lead, buttons and bits. We had a lead lid, a compacted lead bullet, a £1 coin, 2 farthings, George V and George VI, 1919, which was the end of the First World War, 1939, which was the start of the Second World War, so that's pretty cool. We had the Jalalabad badge, cap badge, which I found the other half to about 2 years ago. I think it's episode 3 or 4. I thought it was a trumpet brooch, turned out to be just a bugle off a cap badge, and that's what would have been on the bottom of that, a nice little bugle. So I need to try and find that and reunite them if I can. And a navel button, beautiful gold gilded navel button. So that's the majority of what we found, but let's talk about this one. There we are. That's as good as I can get it in the awful light we're experiencing here in the UK at this time of year. But that is, believe it or not, it is a bucket lister. It is everything that I hoped it would be. It is a 13th, probably 14th century bronze ecclesiastical vesica seal matrix. So it's monastic. So it's from obviously the religious side of the fence. It's got a lovely legend around the outside. And then on the inside, it is 2 people. It's actually Mary holding Jesus in her arms. And then underneath is somebody praying. And basically, these particular vesica seals, they were oval in design, which is known as a vesica shape, which basically allowed more detail to go onto the seal at the time. As I mentioned, this one is likely to be monastic, and it depicts, as I say, patron saints, which is obviously Mary and Jesus, with the actual prior or abbot who had this made praying underneath. So praying underneath Mary and Jesus there. So I don't know what the legend actually says, but I'm going to put on the screen now what I think it is, based upon a very, very similar, if not identical seal that's online. So absolutely stunning find, 700 plus years old, absolute bucket lister. I really, really, really love it. And I'm going to put up a couple of images now. So I bought some seal wax, and you can see exactly what I mean about Mary and Jesus and the prior or abbot standing underneath praying. So I love it. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and we'll see you soon. Take care.